Sup everyone, we are at War 2 against Dual Nation, following on from the previous war, naturally. We're going in with Tigra again, with Jabari, so we get a synergy I've not managed to enjoy for a while, and we're bringing Chavez for some fun as well, and a couple of really stupid deaths. So let's get to it. We're currently towards the end of War 3 as I record this, so I can't actually remember what fights I took exactly, but we'll see in just a moment. Oh yes, so path 6, Hyperion, and then we go to path 8, section 2. We got that Maestro there, Void on 44, and then finishing up with Gorr on node 47. So coming up with Hyperion, he's unduped. I'm not entirely sure why he's placed here. We're going to go with Chavez. It's just easier, less messing around than might have to do with Tigra. It takes a bit longer, but I can just control his power a bit better, as the AI is known to be funny lately, and I don't want him to just turtle up and go to a special 3. So get a couple of heavies off, and that's going to set his power gain to 0. I am taking a little bit of thorn damage because of the node, but that's okay. I was lining up to take fire my special 2 there, but Mystic Dispersion took me straight to 3 bars. So that was annoying, but it's fine. Hit him not quite as hard as I would have liked, and then we just start the cycle again. I've got 3 negative zones on, so his power gain is reversed when the buff is active, otherwise it's just not going to get anywhere. And special 2 to finish him off. No, it's not, that was a lie. To nearly finish him off, and we're just going to combo him out. And a nice easy fight. So we move on to section 2, path 8. We got Chavez to start with. I was in 2 minds whether to use Chavez here or Tigra. I decided to go with Chavez again, just to control her power gain, and should be a better time. However, I played this like a complete fool. Again, I should note that whilst I have got slightly small boosts on, we're not pushing, so I didn't go with an invulnerability or anything like that. I wanted to get straight in with 2 full heavies, and then we're just going to bait special 1 and dex it out. Mystic Dispersion isn't going to be a problem because of the negative zones that we've got up, and things are going well so far. It's a little bit slower than I'd have liked. I'm just getting all my other zones up, completing the cycle, and then we can start throwing some big special 2s. I have a very croaky voice because once again I'm ill. It's really not a good 2024 for me so far. That special 2 is very satisfying, hits very hard. Now we're at the point where she's being stingy, and I was being really impatient and ended up like an idiot pushing her to 2 bars, where nowhere near a special myself. Now she completes a heavy, and I know I'm about to die. And yeah, that was... oh, excuse me. That was pathetic. So we're going to go back in with... I think I went with combat regen, actually. Yeah. And we're just going to play less like an idiot. Of course, she throws off a heavy straight away. Yeah, we're just going to play safer here and more patiently. As most people will probably know by now, patience isn't my middle name. Or my forte for that matter. So, yeah, but I've got no choice. I dare not die again to this fight in such a stupid manner. Of course, enemy Chavez having thrown the heavy at the start also means I'm not getting any power gain on my specials, which was annoying. So she's down really stupidly. We're going to move up to Hulkling here on path 35. Node 35 rather. God, imagine 35 paths in war. That'd be mad. Anyway, so there's force of will, so Tigra isn't going to work. We've got the combat regen boost active. I'm going to protect myself against special 3s in case he gets to 1. No real reason why he should. And the game plan is to, again, get 2 complete heavies off the start, and then I can play it kind of normally. Parry heavy, whilst I'm slowly regenning, parry heavy again, and then it all falls apart. He just catches me, and then catches me with the final part of his special as well. I've got barely any health left. I'm hanging on by a thread with a lot of the fight left to go, and I just failed to dash back far enough, and another really stupid death, owed completely to not healing and not fully... do you know what? I can't even blame the lack of boosting, but not healing properly. An invulnerability boost, which I have now since put on, is the much more sensible play there, because you have to account for being an idiot occasionally. So this is going much smoother. We're going to fire a big special 2, which times nicely with the end of his invulnerability buff. And then we can just repeat the cycle. Sadly, his invulnerability protected him there. Indestructible rather, same difference. But we finish him off nicely. Annoyingly, they were the only 2 deaths. Actually, no, one of our guys did have a death, but as a BG, we only died 3 times, so those 2 deaths really annoyed me. Now I've got Maestro here on node 37, the regen node, going in with Tigra. Fairly full of confidence on this one. I've seen plenty of videos of him on other nodes. I started this fight so poorly. I messed up the spacing on my heavy there, and just a really poor start, which wasn't so detrimental, but it gave him so much time to start his glancing. I must confess I don't entirely understand how he completely functions at this minute, and so I do need to do some more reading on him. I do know that if you're going to kill him, you need to kill him quickly, otherwise it becomes a long slog, like this fight is going to become. So now all of my hits are glancing other than specials, which means I can't keep up my neutralise and ruptures on him. And so I'm going to keep losing my senses. Sadly, they both ran out just in time for my special 2 there. What does help is the Jabari synergy, in that my unblockable hits from specials will nullify any regen buffs that do get through, to stop the fight being any longer than it already is. So this is quite a shit fight. I started it pretty poorly, but now I'm, if I do say so myself, doing pretty well to hang in there and keep this maintained. It's definitely not a fun time. I'm also grateful for Tigra being ascended, as the extra health pool is definitely proving valuable to me. Once again, my senses have run out, so I keep having to use extra special ones. Sorry, my voice is terrible. Yeah, this is definitely not your textbook Tigra fight. She's squishy at the best of times, so you ideally want to get in and out nice and quickly without having to mess around too much. But we got him down without dying, which is the ultimate bonus. And now we come to Void, which obviously I've done before. I did that really massive one that I was super proud of last season. This time I wasn't boosted again, and I also didn't switch to deep wounds, so I was a little bit nervous of the fact of coming to regret that. So I just wanted to make sure I played it really well. And I did. The Tigra synergy here also allows me to gain an extra Huntress charge on intercepts, which is obviously the nature of this tactic, so it really does work in my favour here, and we can get to the hunt nice and quickly. And now we're at the hunt. It's been perfect so far. Plenty of it to go, some nice big crits, some nice big bleeds, even without max deep wounds, and we can finish him off with the giant heavy. Very pleased with that, as it reminded myself that I am capable still. And now we come up to Gorr, which is fun. You're going to see me double take at the node here, and that is because at the very end I noticed return policy, which I forgot all about, which works against me here. He's going to gain power every time I nullify a buff, which isn't usually a problem with Tigra, but because I've got Jabari synergy, we are going to be nullifying lots of buffs and giving him lots of power. So I do need to be very careful here. And watch his power there. So that's after one special heavy and unblockable hit, sorry, and after another. So that's 2 lots of power. Pushing to 3 bars here, but it's going to be enough to kill him. So that is the end of my war. I once again haven't recorded the score here, but despite not pushing, we did really well as a group and an alliance, therefore, and ended up getting a nice, valuable win, which is nice, as it means we won't drop too many points this season, hopefully. I'll see you at War 3. Bye!